Hey, welcome back to RTOD. You know, these Game Boys aren't getting any younger, and after a while, the buttons wear out, or at least they feel like they wear out. This is my pocket here, and I feel like I gotta push a lot harder than what I have to move around on the screen. So today, we're gonna show you a really easy and quick method to replace these buttons to get more game out of your Game Boy. So I talked about them in earlier videos and we're going to talk about them more, but I got all the parts from console5.com. That's where you can get the pad kit to replace the pads on your Game Boy. Of course, they're rubber, so they wear out with age, so it is expected that over the years, you will have to replace these. I did do a previous video where I showed how to clean the contacts, and that can get a little bit of life, but it's not a permanent solution. So the first thing you want to do, take out the game and your batteries. And to get into the Game Boy, you have to remove 6 Y-wing screws, Y1. You can also use a Y0 bit in there. And for most people, this is going to be the hardest thing because you probably don't have a Y-bit screwdriver. But if you have a nice kit from iFixit, you'll have a Y screwdriver and many, many others to help you get into all various consoles, games, computers, whatever you need to fix. With the screws out, just gently lift off the back case, set that aside. And then there are some Phillips screws that we need to remove. Now, you can do this one of two ways. Once you remove these screws, you can take off this ribbon cable and then flip the board out. But if you're careful, and what I'm gonna do is we're just gonna flip the board to the side. So first, let's get these Phillips out of here. All right, so now we can take out the old pads. Before you put your new pads in, this would be a good time to go through and clean up any dirt, corrosion on the board, maybe do some contact cleaner on the headphone jack, as well as the contrast and volume control. However, it hasn't been too long since I've been in this Game Boy, so I'm gonna not do any extra cleaning. All the pads just sit right in. Then we'll flip the motherboard back over. Before I screw anything down, I just like to hold it between my two fingers and just make sure that the pads feel like they're sitting right, and they do. All right, now we're just gonna get the back. Slide it down, change back to our Y bit. All right, well, we got it all buttoned back up. Let's see how much more responsive it feels. And already just trying to get through the menus, it feels a lot better. Let's get into the game and let's make sure you can see the screen well enough. Oh, geez, yeah, that is awesome. So much better. It feels like new. And what'd that take? A couple minutes? You can do this. You can do this on your own. It's easy enough. Just replace your pads. You can go to Console 5 and you can get pads already in a kit for your Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Original, Advanced, whatever you need. It doesn't take long and you're gonna get a lot more life out of your Game Boy. Hey, if you like videos like this, why don't you subscribe to Retro Tech or Die, tell your friends, and we'll catch you next time.